His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, met at Safaria Palace with the BDF Commander-in-Chief Field Marshal Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed Al Khalifa. The meeting was attended by the National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander, His Highness Lieutenant General Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Commander of the Royal Guard Special Operations, His Highness Brigadier Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the BDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Diab bin Saqr al-Nuaimi, along with a number of senior BDF officers. During the meeting, His Majesty expressed appreciation and pride in all the brave members of the BDF for their commitment in carrying out their duties with sincerity and dedication. His Majesty affirmed that they are held in the highest regard, serving as a source of pride for Bahrain and its people. His Majesty thanked them for their national efforts in safeguarding the kingdom's achievements and accomplishments attained throughout its prosperous journey of progress and development. His Majesty further emphasized Bahrain's commitment to enhancing defense relations with brotherly and friendly nations. His Majesty the King also instructed the senior officers to convey his greetings and appreciation to all officers, non-commissioned officers and personnel of the BDF in their noble fields of duty, wishing them continued success and prosperity. On behalf of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, the Commander of the National Guard, His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa inaugurated the King Hamad Institute of Nursing and Associated Medical Sciences in Islamabad. The Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee of the Pakistan Armed Forces, General Sahir Shamshad Mirza, the Commander of the Royal Medical Services, Brigadier General Dr. Sheikh Fahd bin Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa, and a number of senior Pakistani civilian and military officials were present. The institute was established under an agreement signed between Bahrain and Pakistan in August 2016, following directives from His Majesty the King during his official visit to Pakistan in 2014. The foundation stone was laid in January 2017. General Mirza thanked His Majesty and noted that the initiative reflects the deep-rooted ties between Bahrain and Pakistan, founded on shared values, cooperation and mutual respect. He added that His Majesty the King's vision to support education and health care beyond Bahrain's borders has been fulfilled through the establishment of the Institute in Islamabad. The Institute will provide modern residential facilities for up to 1,000 students and aims to graduate 500 specialists annually. It will offer high-quality academic and administrative expertise, adopting curricula recognized on par with the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, in line with established academic and medical standards. Mirza thanked His Highness for participating in the inauguration of the institute.
On behalf of, I would say, all the people of Pakistan and the leadership of Pakistan, we would like to thank His Majesty King Hamad for providing us the opportunity to have this great facility here. And we are thankful to His Majesty the King and the leadership and the people of Bahrain for sharing the needs of Pakistan. I think this institute will go a long way in training the nursing cadre, which is the critical requirement for the medical care of the country. And with this capacity of 2,000 students with 500 graduating every year, it will meaningfully contribute towards overcoming the deficiency which we have in the nursing cadre.
And the human resource in health is a challenge that is confronting the whole world. Unfortunately, we are very short of nurses and paramedics throughout the world, with the total deficiency being about 9 million. And Pakistan, this institute, we hope, will contribute with the assistance of Kingdom of Bahrain in generating a large number of that resource. So we hope to generate about 500 nursing professionals annually, and at any one time we'll be hosting 2,000 students. And inshallah ta'ala, this will go a long way towards ameliorating that deficiency in human resource that the world is facing. So we want to prepare nursing human resource capable of working any place in the world. And inshallah ta'ala, the King's vision will take place in practice.
This is not an institute, it's a mission to produce skilled, ethical and compassionate healthcare providers who will serve in hospital, communities and beyond. And my role as Chief Operating Officer is to ensure that this place operates in excellence. And I pray to Almighty Allah to give us strength, wisdom and unity to fulfill this mission.
Please convey my deepest gratitude to the Kingdom of Bahrain and to the King of Bahrain for gifting us this wonderful building and within it the state-of-art facilities. And this will be going to get into the generation to provide healthcare to the people of Pakistan and abroad. And here I would like to just show you around the facilities that we have here for training of nursing and allied health students. And they are using this before they get into the real patient care. So these are the simulators, these are the mannequins, high fidelity mannequins, where they learn to provide services, to provide care, patient care, nursing care, and they learn here before they go into the real hospital.
The Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa received the Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, in the presence of the Speaker of the Council of Representatives, Ahmad Al Musallam, and the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Ghanem bin Fadl Al Bouanin. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah highlighted the long-standing ties between Bahrain and Pakistan, noting that high-level meetings offer valuable opportunities for dialogue and the exchange of expertise, particularly in legislative domains, which in turn boosts parliamentary diplomacy and advances joint action programs. The Deputy Prime Minister also highlighted the contributions of the Pakistani community to Bahrain's development, noting the respect and appreciation they receive in an environment that embraces the values of coexistence and tolerance. The two sides also reviewed issues of common interest and discussed the latest regional and international developments. For his part, Sadiq commended the continued progress in Bahrain-Pakistan relations across various domains, wishing Bahrain further prosperity and advancement. The Minister of Interior, General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, received the Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, and the accompanying delegation. The meeting was attended by the Deputy Interior Minister, the Chief of Public Security, the Interior Ministry Under Secretary, the Interior Ministry Under Secretary for Legislative Authority Affairs, the Second Deputy Speaker of the Council of Representatives, and Pakistan's Ambassador to Bahrain. The Interior Minister welcomed the visit, noting its role in strengthening communication communication and exchanging views while commending the long-standing fraternal relations between the two countries and the importance of such meetings in developing bilateral cooperation. He praised the contributions of the Pakistani community to Bahrain's development process, highlighting their coexistence with Bahraini citizens and their access to full care and services. The minister referred to his recent visit to Pakistan and its role in enhancing cooperation and security coordination, which included the establishment of a joint security committee to bolster collaboration across all security fields. He also noted the keen interest of Pakistani officials in boosting bilateral ties. Sadiq was briefed on the Ministry of Interior's efforts to maintain security, public order and general safety. The discussions also reviewed areas of cooperation and coordination that would enhance communication and joint efforts to address security challenges, in addition to a number of regional developments. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, met with the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriate Affairs of Jordan, Ayman Al-Safadi. They reviewed the relations between Bahrain and Jordan in light of the two countries' keenness to strengthen cooperation, coordination and joint consultation at all levels. The latest regional and international developments were also discussed, and views were exchanged on current developments in the region. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, met his Sudanese counterpart, Muhyiddin Salem. They discussed the fraternal relations between the two countries and ways to develop and strengthen them for the benefit of both countries and their peoples. They also exchanged views on the current regional situation and regional and international efforts to promote security and stability, in addition to exchanging views on issues and topics of mutual interest. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, submitted Bahrain's instrument of accession to the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties of the 1969 with the UN as part of the treaty event organized at the UN headquarters in New York. The minister handed over the document of accession to the UN Under Secretary General for Legal Affairs, Eleanor Hammarskjöld. The minister affirmed that Bahrain's accession to this international convention reflects its firm commitment to supporting the international legal system, strengthening multilateral cooperation and consolidating the legal principles and norms governing relations between states. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, participated in the joint ministerial meeting held at the Permanent Mission of France in New York between the GCC Ministers of Foreign Affairs and France. The GCC delegation was headed by the Kuwaiti Minister of Foreign Affairs and President of the current session of the Ministerial Council, Abdallah Al-Yahya, while the French delegation was led by the Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs, Jean-Noël Barrot, in the presence of the GCC Secretary General Jassim Libdewi. The ministers discussed the historical ties of friendship between the GCC and France, the development and growth witnessed at the political, economic and commercial levels, and ways to enhance and develop joint cooperation in various fields. The two sides also discussed the latest regional developments and their implications for security and stability, expanding cooperation and joint coordination in the face of current challenges, including the war in Gaza, protecting international navigation, and promoting efforts to achieve comprehensive peace in the region. The ministers praised the success of the international conference on the two-state solution, noting the announcement by a number of countries of their recognition of the Pakistan, or rather the Palestinian state, and stressing the importance of continuing joint cooperation efforts to achieve further international recognition of the Palestinian state. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, met with Mongolia's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Bitmang Batset Seg. The meeting reviewed the joint ties, exploring means to enhance bilateral cooperation for mutual benefit. The two ministers also exchanged views on recent regional and international developments, as well as topics of shared interest. During the meeting, an agreement on mutual visa exemption for holders of diplomatic passports was signed. The Minister of Industry and Commerce, Abdullah Fakhru, inaugurated the 7th edition of the Bahraini Omani Products Exhibition, organized by the Omani Bahraini Friendship Association. The 5-day exhibition features around 33 Bahraini and Omani exhibitors, including entrepreneurs with a variety of products ranging from perfumes and incense, as well as sweets, clothing, food products, gifts, and handicrafts. The exhibition aims to promote the products of entrepreneurs in both countries. The Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Women, Lulwa Al-Awadi, delivered a speech at the 3rd edition of the Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa Global Award for Women's Empowerment, organized by Bahrain in collaboration with UN Women. The event took place on the sidelines of the 80th session of the UN General Assembly at the UN Women headquarters in New York. Al-Awadi emphasized the award's unique nature and commitment to following scientific methodologies and selecting a jury with proven expertise in women's empowerment and advancement. She expressed confidence that the award will contribute to monitoring and highlighting more initiatives and qualitative efforts empowering women worldwide. Acting Regional Director of UN Women for the Arab States, Dr. Muaz Dureid, praised the partnership between UN Women and the Council in Women's Empowerment and Support. He also praised Bahrain's membership in the Executive Board of UN Women for 2026-2028 term, emphasizing its role in defining the organization's strategies and work plans for the next phase.
My government is so pleased and appreciate the invitation to come and attend this important award for the women. And my government do believe in the role of women in the government, in the country, and we are also trying to advance the role of women to help in the peace building. So such award is very important in all sectors, in the government, private sector, to impact the women and give them the chance to be part of the peace building. So we appreciate the government of Bahrain so much for this award, and we're looking forward, to cooperate together and to participate in this important award to advance the role of our women in the country.
The Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Women, Lulwa Al-Awadi, held a meeting with the Secretary General of the General Women's Union in the UAE, Noor Al-Suidi. The meeting was held on the sidelines of the UNGA meeting on the occasion of the 30th anniversary of the 4th World Conference on Women. The MOU between the two sides was renewed during the meeting, which aims to boost cooperation and coordination mechanisms in various areas related to empowering women through the exchange of knowledge, studies, and experiences between the two parties, the establishment of joint programs, projects, and workshops, in addition to the pursuit of unifying Gulf regional and international efforts in supporting the advancement of women. Both parties emphasized that this memorandum is an extension of the strong bilateral and fraternal relations between the two brotherly countries. The meeting also emphasized that the signing of this memorandum represents a step forward in renewing communication on relations, developing joint work, and enhancing prospects for cooperation on women's issues. The Board of Trustees of the Bahrain Institute for Political Development held its 3rd meeting for the year, presided over by its chairman, Dr. Ali Rumehi. The board praised the efforts made by the Institute's executive management to achieve its mission of promoting political awareness in line with the National Action Charter and the Constitution. They noted the importance of continuing to work at an accelerated pace during the last quarter to ensure the completion of plans and programs that have been put in place. On the occasion of the conclusion of the 2nd phase of the Future Bet program, they thanked the ministers and senior officials for their cooperation. The meeting reviewed the programs implemented since the beginning of the year and emphasized that the successes achieved over the past months are an incentive to continue working on developing future initiatives. The Council of Representatives witnessed the launch of the third phase of the Future Bet program. The program was organized by the Bahrain Institute for Political Development in cooperation with the General Secretariat of the Council of Representatives. The program allowed participants to experience a parliamentary simulation of the Council's committee elections along with a visit to the weekly session hall. The program included a simulation of standing committee meetings and the distribution of participants among the various committees according to their specializations. The program also includes comprehensive training aimed at enhancing participants' knowledge of parliamentary mechanisms and practices through a series of practical events covering key topics including legislative authority and parliamentary tools. Participants in the program are scheduled to meet with the Speaker of the Council of Representatives and attend the Council's weekly session. The Anti-Trafficking in Persons Prosecution Office reviewed the Excellence Award for the International Association of Prosecutors in recognition of its role in combating human trafficking crimes under the supervision of the Attorney General Dr. Ali bin Fadl al-Bani. The award was received by the head of the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Prosecution Office, Dr. Ali Shouikh, in the presence of the first Attorney General Counselor General Naif Youssef at the 30th meeting of the association. The award underscores Bahrain's progress in boosting the rule of law and protecting human dignity, guided by the vision of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. Dr. al-Shouikh said the recognition highlights the success of Bahrain's specialized investigations, victim protection measures, and institutional cooperation between various national entities. He then delivered a lecture outlining Bahrain's anti-trafficking efforts and the ongoing coordination among national entities involved in this work, and reviewed Bahrain's efforts in combating human trafficking. Startup Bahrain organized the 19th edition of its pitch with the support of Tamkeen in collaboration with the Ministry of Industry and Commerce, the Economic Development Board, and Bahrain Development Bank. The initiative aimed to develop startup projects across Bahrain and saw the participation of several Bahraini projects, giving them the opportunity to engage directly with investors and experts in the field of business development.
Bahrain Startup Pitch is a platform that allowed startup and entrepreneur to present an idea and convert this idea into an actual project and contribute to the economy. What I have seen today, it wasn't surprising to me. This is a collective effort between what the government, Tamkeen, Bahrain Development Bank, Ministry of Commerce, and the EDB are putting together as a platform to support the ecosystems.
And we are innovation ecosystem advisory firm, so we work across the whole world, 65 countries, across 190 different agencies and governments that we work with to really help innovation across all of the markets across the world. So it's an absolute joy to be here in Bahrain today.
Sirati is a platform that connects job seekers with private sector companies. We've launched in November 2024, and in just 9 months, we've registered over 12,000 Bahraini job seekers and onboarded more than 100 companies who utilize Sirati as their #1 source of hiring Bahraini talent. We use AI tools to help companies find faster Bahraini talent by analyzing their CVs and giving them access to our database of thousands of users.